but it'll be interesting to revisit. So, hey Jack, maybe, maybe no music, huh? Well, this was another documentary film I made. This was my biography of Barack Obama. And the thing is, I remember back in 2008 when we did a tour of America right before the election. I did this thing, and there were Obama posters everywhere and Obama shirts, and people were so psyched to have somebody that actually cared about people in the office there running the country. And now I feel like I haven't seen posters, I haven't seen shirts, but I still love that guy, and I am so psyched for him to win this election because he's done so fucking much for gay rights, for women's rights, for Planned Parenthood. They're trying to tear all this stuff apart, and he's been there fighting so hard for it. And if he hasn't gotten more done, well, I think he's doing a pretty damn good job fighting as hard as hell. And for healthcare, to end the wars, I mean, I think there are so many awesome things that he's done and that he's still trying to do that, personally, I am absolutely more than psyched to give him another 4 years, and we're going to be running around the country. I'm going to be trying to do like phone banking, calling the swing states. You guys should try doing that. Go to this dashboard.barackobama.com site. Make like 20 minutes of calls every day. These are calls that give you the phone numbers on the site, and it's like phone banking you can do at home. It's basically calling people who do support Obama and just reminding them how important it is to vote. This is one of the closest elections in U.S. history. This is the closest back in the 2000 election, where the whole election was decided by less than 1,000 votes in the whole country. So it is so important that everybody votes and reminds all of their friends and family to vote and tries to get the vote out in swing states. Because I'm pretty nervous about this one. And I honestly... New Hampshire! Well, we're going to be playing like all over the states, so we'll be hitting some swing states, and I better remember the words to this song. I haven't even opened this book in like 4 years, because this was done for the last election. Alright, so I don't remember what the lyrics were, but apparently he was born in 1961. His mom was from Hawaii, and his dad was from Kenya. And then he went to Columbia University. I'm sure he was a very good student there. And he worked for all these civil rights groups in Chicago in the 80s, working for poor neighborhoods and advocating for them. And he was doing stuff for job training, tenants' rights, and college preparation classes while he was working in Chicago. It was basically exactly like this, except it rhymed 4 years ago. And then what happened to all your rhymes? I'll remember them by, after a few weeks of tour, it'll all come back to me. So, apparently in the late 80s, he traveled around the world, which gave him a lot of first-hand experience of a lot of different perspectives and how America's actions affect the rest of the world, and this all stuck with him very powerfully. And he went to Harvard in the 90s, and he became, I believe, the first black president of the Harvard Law Review, and he learned a lot about constitutional rights, and then he even taught on constitutional rights and people's rights, and after that, I believe he was then starting to run for office and started to make inroads into politics. It's amazing how the exact same information becomes more compelling when it rhymes. And, this is really interesting because here it was 4 years ago, and I was like, if he's in office, I just know he's going to fight for healthcare, he's going to fight to keep pro-choice, Roe v. Wade, and he's going to fight to end the wars. And he fucking did all of those things. So that's amazing. So I was really hoping that I was going to be looking forward to 2009 with these guys in office, and it happened. So here we are, 4 years later, and let's make it happen again. While I'm up here making political statements, I've been reading more and more about Pussy Riot the last few weeks. I can't fucking believe how awesome those women are. Like, every single more thing I read and more YouTube clips, just go on YouTube and watch some clips of them actually doing their thing. The guts on these people. Unbelievable. unbelievable bravery. And the statements they made of their case, when they were like facing years in prison, and they just stand up and they're like, we're not sorry for what we did, because like church and state have to be separate. And they laid out all this stuff that's so much more awesome and articulate and just absolutely brave in the face of all these people who just wanted to absolutely annihilate them. Unbelievable courage. So someone's just go on YouTube and like look for Pussy Riot and look for I was impressed when I had heard about them before, but then I sort of looked into it more and man, I am like so put to shame by the awesomeness of those girls.